Welcome to the Success Sensei Podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 114. And it's the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei Friday Blitz coming at ya.
How to become more positive. I am just going to give you one big tip to help you to become more positive. And that is cut back or stop listening, reading or watching the news. It doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be drastic. Don't worry. You won't be ill-informed. You can still know exactly what's happening in the planet, but through other people telling you. And I'm sure any large news story you're not going to actually miss. It's gonna get to you if it's really that big. If the world is about to end, I'm sure you're not going to actually miss it. But on a serious note, the news, I don't know about you, but especially lately, is full of just each story one after another is worse than the other. And what you have to realise is on a daily basis, you do have a limited amount of physical energy. You also have a limited amount of mental energy and you have a limited amount of emotional energy. So if all of this energy, especially emotional and mental, is being spent following sensationalist news. Now, you know news is sensationalist. You know that they're going to be putting out the most negative, depressing stories because that is what engages the listener or the watcher. And it is invasive. It's on your phone, it's on the television, it's on the radio. We all like to be informed, but you don't have to be as informed as you think you might have to be, especially if it's affecting your mood. You don't need to be that informed. You don't need to be worrying about things that are local, regional, local, national, and global, especially if you're not in a position to absolutely fix all of these things, or even just, be able to give your emotional and mental energy worrying about them and still be able to follow on with your daily life. As I said, you've got limited enough daily physical, mental and emotional energy. So if you're on your own path and you're doing your own thing in life and you're trying to pursue your own goals, that's what you should be focused on. You really do need laser focus to be able to achieve large things in your own life. You know how much effort it takes to achieve the goals that you're chasing. You know that it takes a hell of a lot of hardship. It takes a hell of a lot of motivation. It takes a hell of a lot of confidence, but true confidence, not false confidence or arrogance. But even that motivation, the more you lose faith in humanity, which is what is going to happen, depending on the volume of news that you're taking in, you will lose a bit of faith in humanity. You can't not, because the stories are just absolutely atrocious. So the more loss of faith in humanity you have, how much harder do you think it's going to be to have the motivation to follow your own path? It is going to be harder. So what I'm suggesting is have a little break. It could be literally, you set your own guidelines. It could be Monday to Friday, don't listen to the news. And Saturday and Sunday you can watch the news. Or it could be give it up for 30 days. Could be give it up forever. Could be give it up or listen to it Monday to Friday and then make sure you don't the Saturday and Sunday. As I said, it's very invasive. It's on your phone. If you're the type of person that wakes up in the morning, checks your phone and checks the news, maybe there's a bit of an issue there that maybe just test to see if you're addicted to it or not. Test by giving it a break a couple of mornings and see how you feel. See if you're able to do that. If you're not able to do it, then you definitely need to get your news consumption under control. But if you find that you're listening to the news, watching the news Monday to Friday, and you're not in the weekends and you're happier at weekends, it might not just be because you're not working. It might be because you're not consuming all that negativity, or vice versa. So you don't necessarily remember now, right? Besides fake news, what is news? Fake news. Gossip isn't news. Entertainment gossiping about, celebrities, that's not news. It's not productive. It's not going to help you with your life, especially when you've got limited. We talked about limited physical energy and mental energy and emotional energy, but you do have limited time. There's only 24 hours in the day, and you're sleeping for a good 8 of those. So with the rest of your time, every minute that you spend, not chasing your goals or not reading or watching or listening to something that's actually motivational, that you're actually learning from, is a minute wasted on something that wasn't as necessary. So I'm not saying be ill-informed and not have a clue what's going on, and people stop you in the street and say, did you hear about such and such? And you're going, I haven't a clue what the hell you're talking about because I haven't watched the news in so long. You will know, you won't miss any of the big stories. You'll hear people talking about it all the time. But I'm just saying that constant daily consumption of the news on the hour, every hour, listening to it on the radio or checking the main news in the evening on the television or watching on your phone, you don't need to do it as much as you might think you need to. And I do challenge you to give it a go and let me know if you think pulling back a little bit in the news has helped your positivity, has helped your frame of mind, has helped you be able to achieve a little bit more, helps you be a little bit more productive in your own life. I'd love to hear what your results are and what way you plan to give it a go. So let me know. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.